Well, hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And tonight we have a mysterious trespasser in Windsor Castle. Further clues that Meghan is about to bring Archie and Lily for real to the UK in the next couple months and even let people see them. But meanwhile, the Duchess of Sausages will absolutely make sure to keep going on trips with her friends because she has to enjoy life. And sometimes, just sometimes, she misses Archie and Lily for a few seconds. But then she remembers that she's paying for six nannies and she is going to use the six nannies. Now, where are those cameras? And as for Harry, well, I don't know how much of a fan you are of the Lord of the Rings, but here's a good example of what happens if you wear that ring for too long. And the internet is still eagerly waiting for Catherine to reappear and not going to lie. We are all impatient for that moment. In the meantime, the best I can do is to create memes to cheer us all while we wait. No doubt that when Catherine comes back, she's going to break the internet. But some people are trying to use Catherine's absence for their own gain, such as Cheryl Crow, who looks and sounds like she's morphing into Tessa Dunlop, tweeting, I'm going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight, but where's Kate Middleton? Uh, I don't know, Cheryl, especially because she hasn't used that name in 12 years. That's what tells me this is a publicity stunt. But whatever. Just one more joke before we get down to it. Today I found out that Harry has fans. Well, I have always said if Amber Heard has fans, anything is possible. So here you have a declaration of love from a Duke of Sausages Stan account. All I have to say about Prince Harry is that leaving Brexit Britain has done wonders for him. Princess Diana's baby remains blessed and favored. Because since when has a Windsor aged this good? He's looking well fed and well moisturized. Confident, happy face emoji. Now, not going to lie, that almost sounds like satire, which is good. One of the things of satire is walking that fine line between seriousness and parody. But being the Sausage Squad so clinically crazy, one can expect anything from them. Anything. But, well, let's begin with today's headlines, and the most relevant is this one. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle wanted to bring Lily and Archie to the UK just before Queen Elizabeth's death. We don't have to read the contents. I'm going to tell you what are they trying to achieve with this. Make a trailer or a teaser like it was a movie, but for the children. According to, well, these sausages themselves, so that's the source that we have. They wanted to bring the children on September 2022, but they decided against it for security reasons. Now, riddle me this. If they are so concerned about security, then why do they insist in traveling together everywhere? And I mean Harry and Meghan. That's a huge security risk. That's why nobody takes them seriously, because they can't keep their narrative straight. But yeah, maybe not always they travel together because this was Meghan who was so, I guess, so stressed by all the hard work setting up her upcoming flopcast that she needed to have a ladies' escapade to skiing. You know that she was recently with Harry at Whistler taking pictures and making sure to be the protagonists in the midst of the Invictus Games, but I guess that she needed more snow. And as for Harry, you know that he gets enough snow at home. In fact, and I have to say, allegedly, it was Doria who got Harry and Meghan a snow making machine for last Christmas. And they have been delighted using it every day. They say that it energizes them to do everything that Archwell requires. The hard part is explaining Archie and Lily that no, you cannot build a snowman with this snow. By the way, it was Resting Dollface who noticed that in one of the pictures you could spot Meghan in the reflection of their sunglasses. And by the looks of it, as long as the camera is not pointed at her, she's not amused in the least. Maybe she was trying to look for her paparazzi friends and they got lost in the snow. Who knows? But talking about security flaws, this also happened today. A 39-year-old trespasser was caught wandering around King Charles' private Windsor castle while he was in the residence. And the said trespasser was detained under the Mental Health Act. What the actual F? Now, it is believed that the intruder was not holding a weapon and was alone. A sweep of the castle grounds confirms that no one else was involved. But you know that the royal rogue has eyes and ears everywhere. And with our super paparazzi photos from my non-existent AI agency, Backshots, I had exclusive pictures of the trespasser. None other than Harry, who wanted another 12 minutes with the king, but was detained before he could see his paw. How unfair. First they fool him with a cardboard cutout of Charles, and now this? You see how Harry's eager to tell his pa how much he loves him, that he forgives him, and if he could write a check as well. And another check that was written was Oprah stepping down from Weight Watchers after being caught using Ozempic to slim down. Talk show host says she will donate all her shares to eliminate any perceived conflict of interest around her taking weight loss medications. And her shares of Weight Watchers are estimated in $18 million. And all I can think of is how many extra greasy hamburgers could you buy with that money? I don't know, but it must be an awful lot. And to make things even more ironic, some of you might remember this People magazine cover from January 1991. Tom Cruise had just married Nicole Kidman. You can see them on the top right corner. But Oprah was front and center, vowing that she would never diet again. Fed up with her 14-year fight for a model figure, Oprah Winfrey is learning to love the robust shape she's in. Well, I guess that if you can attain the model figure with a magic shot and you have the money for it, then why not? But anyway, she got caught red-handed. I guess it's the same effect that Meghan wants to attain by hiring Adele's stylist amid a Hollywood relaunch. Let's see how that one goes. Maybe what Meghan really wants is to have Adele on her flopcast, because why not? But I don't think Adele will stand her. But let's talk about William, who was visiting Wrexham to mark St. David's Day, visiting the Racehorse Ground Stadium before stopping off for a table at the home bar, and also pulling a pint there. I also watched this video, and eagle-eyed rogues would spot Ryan Reynolds here and there. I don't know if you know Ryan's amazing story with Wrexham Football Club, but it's worth checking out. And it will be amazing to see Prince William hanging out with Ryan at some point. But I almost forgot that Ryan, in fact, already met the king and the queen. They even joke about the Harry and Meghan documentary. But, well, I mean, Ryan joked about that. It would be awesome. A couple words of trolling the Montecito duo on his upcoming Deadpool movie. And finally, I had to show you this video shared by Radio City News of a little girl sharing a moment with Prince William as he compliments her, Daffodil, during the same visit. Just lovely. But, rogues, I would love to know, what do you think about this in the comments? My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And remember, much love and bliss.